So, hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shivak Warlian, and today, once again, we're going to be learning Python, and not exactly Python, but learning a lot of concepts. And yeah, it is exactly as you've read in the title. 1,000 days to learn Python and build a business, right? So, well, the consistency is not what matters. I mean, because consistency do matters, but it's alternative, right? So it's not like I'm doing this every day. I'm doing this every other day. So it's like 4 times a week. And that's the kind of amount we would actually try to seek here. So last time we did a lot of crazy stuff, and let me just put this aside here, like the things that are irrelevant right now, right? And let me just get some settings done before we kind of get into the mode, I guess. And let me get my noise cancellation on because silence really feels good, honestly. And I don't know. Let's just get some noise going on. Now, so now that's done, let me just quickly start with one of the most important things that matters today, and that is code. Let me just open up my file, like, Visual Studio Code and Obsidian, and on Obsidian, my folder or the vault where I have all the stuff stored, right? Oh, by the way, my Ashlight Obsidian just has too much stuff in it, man. It takes a lot of time for it to load. Like literally a couple of seconds till for it to load, which is not a lot of time technically, but yeah, it is a lot of time. Because in the past it just opens it instantaneously, right? Yeah, so we were at attention testing a function, so that's theirs too. Right. Um okay. For some reason I do look alright. Yeah, the quality is alright of the camera. Everything's fine. Oh, let's get started. So, as you can see, today's the day 3, and like yeah, last time what we were doing is we were trying to get through the revision part, right? And we were at slice and how we can take a specific part of the data and then use it, right? So when it comes to slice, or like what you can do is that's pretty good. So for example, like you have like an entire string, right? You have like a word, and then you can create a list out of it, and then you can slice that list, and then you can join that back again, right? Here's this is entirely different things, but like you create a list, so that would be something look like this, which is like words equals in bracket, which is like s comma l comma I comma C comma E. So that's what it will look like. And now let's say you just want that CLI. So now you actually break them apart and now you slice them up like real beautifully like this, right? So this was what we understood. It's like how you can slice data and actually pin it back and get the only part you need. And like there's a lot we understood yesterday. Especially with the classes too and different stuff like that. Hmm. Hmm. Right. And then we have if statement. So if statement are conditions. For specific conditions, we can have specific if statement. It's like for stock and requested topping. So we had a requested topping here. It's for stock and requested topic. If stock doesn't have okay, that means doesn't have this, we don't have that, sir. We have here you go, sir. And print mushrooms in requested toppings. Wait, what? Was there a function like that? Here we go. We don't have it, sir. At first it prints that, but it also prints here we go, which doesn't make any sense because, like, how is it fucking printing? If stock and requested toppings. Ah, sorry. It's kind of doing that for both of this, right? So we. So whereas mushroom is not equals to anchovies or whatever that is, but let's change that. But I don't even know how to pronounce that because there's no one who eats that here. So let's just have it replaced with orange. Orange. What the fuck? Yeah. So if the stock doesn't equals to orange, that means we don't have it, sir. Right. So when it goes with mushroom, it shows we don't have it, sir, because the stock, like yeah, and yeah. What the fuck that causality again? I mean, okay, now I'm actually seeing the code. Let's say I do something else entirely. Let's say I do a Pokemon, right? Of course, there's nothing like Pokemon. What does it do? We don't have it, sir. We don't have it, sir. Right? It doesn't even go here. But if we do it like orange, since we have orange in the stock, so stock is not equal, stock is equals to orange, so it doesn't trigger this. It triggers here we go. So the answer would be we don't have it, sir, and here we go. Simple as that. We don't have it, sir. Here we go, right? And now where's true? So print mushrooms in requested toppings. So that if you were to, let's say, just quickly Control C backspace, if I run it again, true. This shows true. Print mushrooms in requested toppings. So this tells us if something is in the list or not. Okay, we can have Control Z. Right. And after that, we have list money. So what we're pretty breaking. And then we like join Y. I mean, okay, what Y does adding the data? I get it. Okay, so we joined it back again for some reason. And we just, I'll give you broke it and we join it back again. Right, money. Comes out pretty fine. And then you have requested topping dot append tomato. Right. So, okay, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, that do make any sense. So we added in requested topping tomato or tomato, whatever you call it, and then print requested topping and your mushrooms, onion, pineapple, and tomato. That doesn't make any sense because since when did we? Ah, we updated the requested topping. So here, okay, and it's toppings. It's not topping, right? So we had one here, and after that we had this here. That do make sense. So that is kind of in itself, but then we kind of create another variable. So we added tomatoes and we like print requested topping, and then we got the entirety of the shit, and then we like a length of requested toppings, then we got 4, and then we got, and now we created tuples, right? And like age is 17. If age is greater, you're fucking allowed to vote, else fuck off. And it shows fuck off because age is 17. Oh my gosh. Hmm. All right, and money equals money apple. So Visual Code has the update, but we're fucking not doing that right now, like for real. Hello, let me just try hello in chat real quick. I don't know why I'm doing it, but I just want people to, yeah, see the hello. Ask me anything. I mean, like literally, no one in the chat, but you just gotta have to, do it. And now we've got if statements. Now we got like let's just close that. Let's just save it. Let's just close that. Let's just save it. Let's just save it. So we're in a knob, which is pretty simple. If carrots in food, this gives us true. If food orders in food. So if we take an input here, and if it's that input isn't this here, then we have that item on the stock. And if we don't, we just like say, oh sorry, we don't have the item in the stock, babe. So what is that? We want Pokemon, right? We want Pokemons. Sorry, we don't have that item. Whoa, you don't even have Pokemon. What the fuck you doing, guys? Let's just add a Pokemon. Pokemon. Hey, it's Pokemon, buddy. It's Pokemon. Alright, so now we got a Pokemon. So now when I say Pokemon, well, we don't got Pokemon, but we definitely got a Pokemon. Pokemon. Okay. Actually, people do not have Pokemon when it comes to food, so let's just delete that. And now we have username. Why it's asking for save? I didn't actually make any changes. I just rebooted them back. So you have username, current user, sample user, guest test user, admin, the user one, and like yeah, user one. Is that some crazy stuff? Okay, so you have username that's equals input equals enter your username, user equals username dot lower dot strip. Okay. So you have like a username which is like impo, enter your username. So you enter your username, it does lower.strip, right? If user and current user username already taken, please choose a different one, else current user a pedo user. That is kind of true. For value, it does value one value is, so that means for value in range, if values itana, then itana, if itana, if itana, if itana, if itana, right? So that is we are like kind of like looping through the stuff, right? We kind of like looping through. Control Z. But I don't know why am I using having this kind of loop in here. Maybe I was testing or experimenting something, I guess. So that makes sense. And then we have like a get.py. All right. So I think get function is okay. There's nothing like get.py. I thought there was supposed to be a function called get.py. All right. Output is name Alice. Key exists returns the value. Oh yeah, we do have get here, right? So what does get does is like we have like a name. Oh, finally we have dictionaries. Oh, I introduced dictionaries out of nowhere. Right, we have name, person, and name. Okay, so get allows us to take key value pairs. Key exists returns the value. Right. So we take a key and it kind of like returns us the value, which is good because like yeah, occupation person dot get occupation. It's like I never mentioned occupation here. Returns none by default. Oh, that's another good thing actually. Returns none by default. Okay, I got that selected. I mean, let me just run that. Occupation none, salary unknown. And we can actually have, oh, it returns something specific to like variables that aren't even created. But what if I did create another key value pair with a salary in intact? So we have salary, and then we have like a we have like a unknown. No, we have like 20,000. But would it yeah? So would it still actually not 20,000? In terms of string, let's just a fucking string. Let's just add a like a 200,000. Right, that is 200,000. Right. One stance 100,000, 10,000, 100,000. Like yeah. So we have 200,000. All right. So now salary output should change but if there's nothing like salary, I think it's gonna give us 200,000. But now, like no, actually, when there was nothing related to salary, it's gonna give us unknown. But now there's something related to salary, so it's gonna give us 200,000, most probably. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me just run that again. What the fuck happened? 200,000, right? I told you. So if there's no variables, if a certain specific condition and only for certain specific conditions append that, then you'll see changes. So if you know, you could have a input, so you can have like a salary, and you can have an input here which says how much money do you earn. Care to tell? Care to tell? All right, and he probably doesn't care to tell if salary. I mean, can't I just leave this if salary is an integer? If salary is integer, I don't think so. We have that I don't think so we can do this. There's no function that says if salary is integer. So how should I check if this thing right here has an integer in it or not? So I can convert that into an integer if the value they give me. So I can have like integer. So now it's converted to integer. So now we just have to check if salary isn't like, there, then we can have like occupation. We have like unknown. Let's just have it. Yeah. Occupation. If it gives none, right, we do not want it to give none. Oh, actually it's right. If it says none, that it doesn't have any occupation and salary is unknown. Right. So is there really a function like that? I don't fucking believe if salary is integer. Well, I don't believe that. We need ChatGPT for some help here. Right, ChatGPT. I do need you, my friend. So we can have like a We can have like a control Windows A. All right, this is Power Toys allows you to do a lot of crazy stuff. Right. So I think it's about to solve the problem. But ChatGPT, I'm just okay. It's not catching the audio. Hello, hello. Yeah, ChatGPT. What I'm actually doing here is that I'm taking an input, right? And what I want you to do, for some reason, it's not catching, or is it catching? Oh, it's finally catching. What? So, ChatGPT, what I'm doing here is that I want you to. Is it catching the voice or not? It's not catching. What? Fuck it. So, ChatGPT, what I'm actually doing here is that I want you to, like, tell me. I'm taking this input and I want you to actually check whether the input is integer or not, and then like do an if condition on it, so that like I'm asking people for the salary, and if and only if they add something that is an integer or a number, right, only then there's an if conditions that activate itself. So how can I actually design something like that? Right, so I did give it a prompt, and now I'm gonna add some side little keynote here, which is gonna make it understand what the fuck I'm trying to do. Control V. Give it a yes, you're very close, but this line shows a misunderstanding. This doesn't check whether salary is integer. Let me just take it to another screen for convenience, guys. Really, for fuck's sakes. This doesn't check whether the salary is integer is as object stored in the salary. Literally, you see. All the input to value error, because hello cannot be converted to an integer. That means I cannot do this here, because yeah, that's gonna give me value error. Bad input properly. You can do that. We have that salary dot is digit. Right, we have this module that kind of like does that for us. I forgot that. Digit, definitely. There was this one function installed. So if salary equals, what should we say? If salary equals int, then we can have like a salary print, like this is valid. Right. But I think there's another way we can do it. Another real good way. Else print get lost. This isn't the correct value, bitch. But I think we can actually do something crazy here, which is like using try and except. Since it says that there's going to be a value error if I try to convert, let's say if a person added hello and I try to convert that into an integer, what we can also do here, right here in front of your eyes, ladies and gentlemen, we can have try, it's going to take a risk. What was that? What the hell was that? I just pressed Windows and something and this opened up, guys. What the hell? Oh, Windows and dot? What? Damn, didn't know about this. So what I can do is like, I can add emojis anywhere. Look, where the hell? Oh, we had this in Windows? Who knew, man? God damn it. Oh my gosh, we had that. And we had diff. Like, we can just add anything that we want. Add like mathematics and like, oh my gosh. But not right now, fuck it. Right. So what we can definitely do is like we can have like a try salary. Okay, that's not the spelling of salary. Salary equals integer, and now it's going to take the input once again. Right. Yeah. Now here's the thing. Print. Now we'll have UEN entered by comma salary. Why the hell is that? Yeah. But you would have except. Like, what would we expect or expect, right? Except. Okay, except, not expect. Except. We'll accept a value error. And if there is a value error, print get lost. Right. So now we have two things that's checking for the same thing, and let's just give it a shot if it works out or not. Okay. So we can have this control C, and we can just keep on backspace this shit, and then we can have this shit about right here. So if I were to run this, to tell, if I run get lost, this is not right. Right, to tell how much money do I earn? I did this, get lost, this isn't the correct value, bitch. Right, and then it still prints all out, that's just kind of true, right? So we got this, right? And then another way that we can do this is to do. Yeah, so we have an input, and then we have salary, which checks if it's a digit, and if it, and if it is salary, print valid salary, and then we can have like salary, not this, salary, and then we can have like, sorry, we cannot have this, we can have person, right? Person, and then we can have salary, and then we can have like salary, right? So we got this, guys, we got this. So now whatever I enter should go up there, right? And if, like, for example, we start with what do we start with? We doesn't start with anything, we just create a new thing out of nowhere, right? So if I do add like stop or get lost, bitch, nothing happens. Like for now, control C backspace. Only do you on. Let's improve the program that we got. Control Z. Please add a valid input. Right, we got that. And let's just check it out. Okay. Right, so we have name, we have occupation, we have like a salary. So that's gonna how much money do you earn? Right, I can just like hello, and it's like please add a valid input, place name, occupation, salary unknown. Okay, so when we get occupation, let's per se, right? So not informed, I mean we can have that too. I mean, like right now it currently checks, right, and gives us a none, which is a good thing, in a dictionary, right? And now if I run it again, for example, per se, how much money do you earn? Let's just add this much. Valid number. Alice, itna salary is kind of high. Actually, we do not need to add valid number when someone is giving the right information. All right. So we got the program pretty much running, right? And we can like append this in a while loop, right? This and there can like if only there's a valid number, then it breaks, right? We can have like a small while loop here, so we can go on like something like a while true. Sorry for that. So I can just add continue, right? No, control Z. I could just add a continue, and here I can just add break, right? So now it kind of like, yeah, so I think it should function pretty awesomely well. So how much money do you earn? How much money do you blah 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 blah? Okay, man, I think it's time to write the night number. Alice, name, salary, it's not right. And then I mean we can go the same with the, but we do not want it to go the same way it's going right now. So we will have another while loop, and actually we can have a for loop inside a while loop. But and then again, with continue, we go at the start of that very loop, right? But and that's why that's the power com, is because you can add a for loop inside a while loop. So we're like for x equals true. No, you can't do that. I think we can only do it the while loop. Right, then we can, but the best part is like we can add another while loop, right? We can have like a, actually no, we can have a while true, right? We can have another while loop. It checks a name. So name equals please tell us your name. Emperor, please tell us your good name. All right, so this, are you shitting me? Okay, whatever. Control C, backspace, Control V. Ah, I fucking lost it. Okay, that's all right. Who cares? Right, so we got please tell us your good name. Right, and then it takes, and then it does the same thing. Control C, person name equals name. Right, we can just fucking delete this. This doesn't even exist anymore. Right. Oh no, this does exist, because what we have to do is like we have to create a dictionary by, you know. So we have person name equals name, but then we need some conditions to check if the person is not fucking us over. So we have if salary, like we should not salary, if name equals string. How do I check that? Oh yeah, if name is a digit, I do remember it now. If name is digit, then because it checks us, then continue, like fuck you over. So it's just gonna keep on looping back to top again, top again, top again. All right. Else we can have this, right? So now I think this is a pretty good structure, and I can just copy and paste it again. All right. And like, you know, we can have continue, else, and now it breaks, right? It breaks. Then now we have another while loop, right? And like, and we can create another which does not, which asks for age, and we can say please tell us your age, right? If age is digit, if age is digit, it needs to be if age is digit. That's good. If okay, let me not get that. Age, if age equals, no, if age is 0 to, so it should be somewhere between 0 to, so it should be greater than 0, and it should be smaller than 120. Right, so it should be smaller than that. Right, so if age is somewhere between 0 to 120, we would add a person, this here, person age equals age, right? All right, and then we would break, Control C, Control V. But if that is not the case, we would say if you have else, please print. What? Print. What? I said print and it's listening great. Who cares? Print. This is not the valid age. Not the valid age, right? Else, this is the valid age. So else, it's like, it's checking, please not break, continue, and we would have continue here, and we would like print, you know, please add the valid input. Right, guys? Valid input. So I think we can pretty much check this too. So we checked if age is all right. We checked like, yeah, because name could be like literally anything as long as it's not digit. So we have that loop. We have like a person's going on with this, right? And name. Now we can have like a control C. We can have like a occupation. You can like print f age age age. Right. So we have age. So this gets the age, which becomes this, which becomes this. So we can like have that. And we have salary too. Shall I add in another occupation of like, yeah, let's create another while loop that checks that. I think I got a message. There's no way I have my phone on do not disturb. Yeah, I got a message from my girlfriend and a call from my dad, which doesn't mean much. I mean, still morning. Oh man. Mm. Honestly, we solve a couple of problems. So we would have current problem solved. Let's just add another because like, yeah, three, because all of this was a problem and like, yeah, but still on Python revision though. And we had masters. I mean, like we are currently mastering what, like get dictionaries or something. So that's there too. But but actually it wasn't a problem if I were to say, right? I mean, what counts as a problem is kind of vague. A problem is something that I'm stuck at, right? And I did got stuck at like the functioning, the try and accept. So I do count that as a problem, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. I think we're gonna just take 1 minute break. Oh, we have been coding for half an hour. What the hell? Oh my gosh, why is coding so addictive? Like when I'm reading, trust me, I just know the time has passed. But when I'm coding, it's like you're just in the flow. Coding is so awesome. I can do this for the rest of my life. Fuck. Uh Coding, and when you're especially walking in the treadmill on the gym. No, not that time actually. You do realize time all the time on the treadmill, especially when you're like doing let's say Romanian deadlift. You just or maybe something that's pushing into the limit. Like in those type of moments, you just don't realize like how fast time. Like yeah, it's the flow state. I get that, but yeah. Ah, my dad must have called me for the breakfast, right? Mom must have cooked the breakfast. Yeah, I'm gonna get it later, somewhere at 9:30 or something. Uh-huh. So that I could have my little break in between. Let me just use washroom for a sec. Guys, I think from the next time if I go to washroom or someplace, I mean I should kind of like do this for some reason, just in case, you know. And I think I should stretch for about a minute, guys. Like yeah, I'm just here, no going nowhere actually. But I just like stretching feels so good. Mm, honestly, it does feel the best. You know, only very few things like feels really awesome in life. I mean, if I were to say, I've done so many things in life, from animes to manhwas to games to I don't know, smoke. Like everything that you can think of. Like not drugs though, which is a good thing. But and I wasn't. But only very few things feels like they're worth the time. Honestly, like they're worth the efforts to pull in. They're worth the uh like parties always feel meaningless. Huh. Not exactly meaningless, but you see what I'm saying, right? Like if you were to say like I would code for the next 10 years, or if I put party for the next 10 years, I don't know why, but I'll choose code every single time. You know. Ah. Ah. Damn, stretching feels so relaxing, man. It's been such a long time since I lost stress. Like what I'm realizing is that I forgot the sequence, and I ended up doing it in a random sequence. Ah, like you were supposed to start with your head and go down all the way to the bottom, and I was like doing the random exercise that feels so much relaxing, rather than following the sequence that was considered optimal, I guess, for the ship. Oh, I've done the stretching, guys. Feels good. Okay, let me just settle on my chair. Yep, so I'm back. really, really back. Okay. Now you'll say, am I sleepy? No, I'm relaxed. This is what animals do, right? We wake up and this stretch is the first thing in the morning. Though I don't do that as first thing in the morning, I guess, because we humans have our own kind of a problems. But I do brush my teeth and go to washroom, I suppose, which is not anything related to stretching. Yeah, let's go with yeah, so where were we? Yeah, we were thinking about adding something related to occupation, right? So let's just me show you our screen. So yeah, we were thinking of adding something related to occupation. And I'm thinking of adding another fucking screen to my setup, no matter what. I mean, I do need a damn screen, guys. And my birthday's coming up, so I'm gonna get about 20,000, which is somewhere about $500. No, not 500. It's like $200 or something. So $200 to $300. I would be able to get that much money, right? And like on my birthday. So I would be able to buy a lot of things, because of my dad. That's kind of good. But like I would buy, I don't know, maybe I should go for 2 monitors and a weight cam or something, or maybe something else, because I think 2 monitors are not enough. In fact, if I would have like the more the monitor the better it is. Like for real, like you could have like I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter, but it's just way better to have 4 monitors than just to have like a 1 or 2 monitors, right? I mean, one is there's code, one there's would be Obsidian, one of them would have like a normal, and one of them would have a ChatGPT. Even though like I can think of it like the one at the top, like one here and one like maybe at the bottom. Maybe at the bottom would be more efficient because I wouldn't have to do this. I can just do this, which is kind of easier than doing this, right? So it's like yeah, but it's still like it's still not decided. And yeah, but then I have to kind of really shift my setup if I'm really going on for that. And I have to change the size of the table. That means this laptop should come here, right? And if this is because another screen would come here and one screen would come down, and one screen would come at the top. No, actually, that in itself is 4 screen, right? One laptop here, one screen at the bottom, and one screen here. So that in itself are 4 screen, and I think that is right now more than enough. Maybe I don't need to add more screens than that, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, so that's all right. But yeah, let's get back to the work. Right, I think we had enough 10-minute breaks that we needed. Yeah, so let's go. So we can have like a true salary input. How much money do you earn? I earn a lot of money, bitch. Okay, I don't earn any money. I live off my parents' money, and I'm still 18. I'm getting 19 this July though, so that's a good thing. Or not a good thing because I still haven't created some sort of income, I suppose, which is all right. It'll take a couple of years before you actually are in the not years, but yeah, at least by yourself at home, right? Occupation. This is occupation, guys. Right, I can create another looper occupation, but I feel like I just don't want to do it. But let's just do it. While true, please enter a valid occupation. Right, please enter a valid occupation to continue. If like occupation, it tries to get occupation, not occupations, it's occupation. All right, that is so now we're gonna create a list. So it's like occupation and like please select the occupation from the given list. Right, so it does that and it gives like a list, not list, it's like available jobs. Available jobs. Available job. I said available. Available. A whale of a whale job. Whoa. Okay. Present jobs. Like yeah, it doesn't need to be fancy. Present job, and let's create a list. We have like a butcher. What's that? Butcher's be butcher. What's the spelling of butcher, guys? I don't know. Butcher, is that Butcher? Butch, B-U-T-C-H. Butcher. I think maybe that's all there. Like, yeah. Butcher, someone who actually cooks, so that's a chef. You have a chef, and someone who actually, like, you know, you have a farmer. Right, why is all the names of these categories are coming from Minecraft? You have a, what else was there? Blacksmith in Minecraft, Black SMI. It's been years since I last played it. Yeah, so these are all the options that you can choose. That means you can either be a butcher, you can either be a chef, you can either be a farmer or a blacksmith. Right. So if like, so now what happens if occupation, like if so now for now what it does is just that it checks like if this is not in that. So it's like if occupation not in present underscore job, then if it's not inside, then in present.jobs, yeah, else, I guess, yeah, that's a simplified version. That's if occupation is in present.job, person salary, person occupation equals control C, control V. All right, so that's what we kind of like get, and after this is breaks. So now we got occupation, we got everything, right? So if, oh yeah, it just continues. It doesn't allow you to move forward without any putting in a value. So you have got name, you've got occupation, you've got age. So you can have ages, you got names, salary. You got everything that you needed, guys. Like, yeah, we got everything. So let's run the loop. My name's Varek. Please tell us your age. I'm about to get 19, but I'm still 18. What? Age should be greater than 0 and smaller, not supported between instances of int and string. Ah, type error, type error. I see. But there's another thing. It should not be greater than, it should be smaller than 120. I made that mistake. And what I did realize, like age is a digit, so we have to have this. If age is a digit, then we have to do like a age equals int age, right? And then it kind of like works. I think we fixed the code, right? Tell us your good name. It's Varek. Tell us your name. Tell us your age. It's 18. Please tell us your please tell us your salary. Tell us your salary. My salary, you want fuckers. My salary is like 800,000. Okay, no, that's just a lie. My salary is 0. Please select occupation. Okay. From the given list. Okay, I just said that, but I never actually printed a list. So it's like a print present underscore jobs job. So it kind of prints the job. All right, and now we have to select. So I can just select Pokemon, whatever. Please add a valid occupation. Occupation. I'm not gonna add it. Please add a valid occupation. Okay, guys. Maybe the valid occupation is butcher. Right. So salary, occupation, butcher, salary 0. Right. Butchers do want that less. Right. So now I think we can run the final, which is like the Varek. So we have, my name's Varek Varelian. What's your age? Your age is 18. What's my salary? So I think we should add some aesthetics, right? What is my salary? My salary is efficiently 0. Please select the occupation from the given list, and then we can have like this. So I'm like chef right now, let's just say, and let's just add a distance, right? Yeah, and let's just add something called print. Right, and let's just add a print, and let's just add a this, yeah. Right, and let's just completely copy, paste, and paste, and paste, so that we have some beauty. Right, so please tell us your name, Varek, age 18, salary, let's say 10. Yeah, I'm a chef. Yes, now this looks way beautiful. Salary is 10. I'm a chef, right? So now we got like one last time because I made this. I just want to run it. Varek. Why do I get always the second capital? Man, Varek. Verillion. Age 18. Salary. I want to reach 1 million, so that's like once. Yep. Once, tens, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million. No, not that. Is it enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Once, tens, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million. Right. So we have that, and as a farmer, I can become that much rich because I can supply the food for the entire city. Yeah, man. Yeah. So we got that, and yeah, let's move on to dictionary now. What are dictionaries? Does dictionaries even exist? And what the fuck is love you VS Code, love you Python, love me, love my life, love universe, love you forever, love always, love you at the love you moon and back, love you more than time itself, love you. What the hell is this? What the fuck I was doing when I wrote all this, man? Oh my gosh. Ah. Now we got a big thing coming up with this dictionary, right? I'm thinking of streaming for 4 hours, and that is a lot. And I do think that I won't be able to achieve that to stream for let's 2 to 3 hours. Like, oh my gosh. Because code is like coding for even 1 hour takes a lot of energy. Yeah, if you mean what I mean. Oh, but I think I should get my breakfast, and I think that would allow me to push through a lot. So I will be back in 10 minutes after the breakfast. Right, because I'm like on a hungry stomach, and like my like it will be hard for studying. 4 hours would come from a hungry stomach, but I think if I have a full stomach, I can study for at least for 3 hours. Right, right, yeah. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Like not a minute. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'll be back in about 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Yeah. Actually, I came back earlier than you guys can expect because my mom did bake the breakfast. Sucks. We should have a maid that makes food, but we have a maid that cleans the house, not make the food. Oh man, kind of sucks. But let's just get back to dictionary. She said she'll call me in half an hour or something when she gets done. Well, the thing is, like, you need to kind of like consistently bug her a bit for her to do it. Ah, damn. I think I do need to get rich and hire a maid. Kind of creates a lot of ease, right? I mean, I need to literally go downstairs for a bottle, right? Because yeah, because like if you can just have a maid and you can just call and like we do have a maid, but that maid is not like some slave or something. Because what I want is a slave, someone that can cook, someone that can clean the room, because like I do clean my room myself, but I need someone else to do it. And maid just like, yeah, someone to like transport stuff from here to there, someone to buy like a protein shake and different stuff like that from me from the market, like so that I don't have to do these low like value stuff, so that they can automate that stuff for me. But the thing is, that requires money. I think we can make our maid do that all the time. It's like not a really big deal for her to like do all these kind of stuff. Like she is smart enough to do that. But the problem is, it's just a money matter. It's not that she wouldn't do it. It's just that we have to make, let's say, 2 or 3 times the amount, right, for her to stop going to different houses and just work here, right? And she earns about a couple $100, right, a month. So I think we have to like supply all. Like, I think we do give her about $100 a month or something. So I think we have to give about $300 to $400 for her to like stick at a one house only, right? And do all this stuff for us, right? But yeah, of course we are not definitely paying her that much. But you see what I'm saying, right? At the end of the day, like money creates more money, right? Because like here's the thing: if you have some capital inflow and then you hire a maid that does the work for you, that means you have more time to study, more time to do things that matters, and all of these stuff that is generally not needed to be done is done by her, and you do the main stuff that actually builds more money. See what I'm trying to say? It's like, and then you like with money too, like if I had a lot of saved capital in like in my stock or something, like I could buy a better setup which allows me to work efficiently, and I wouldn't be reading through a book. I would like, if I had a lot of money, then I would hire someone professional who can teach me about coding and stuff like that, come to home, like one-on-one classes. That would be more efficient than actually reading a book. Like if you really have the money to directly hire an expert, that means you must pay about them 10,000, if not 10,000, that is exaggeration, maybe at least a couple $1,000 a month, let's say 4 to 5 thousand. Like at them, and you can hire pretty good experts. Trust me, a lot of people who are really good at the job, right? Really good at the programming stuff, and especially like people who have written books. If you have 10,000 or like $30,000, like somewhere between that, I think you can hire a large variety of experts who have written books, can understand every like nook and cranny of the code and something like that. But that's a lot of capital. Honestly, you need to be a multimillionaire for that to like, or if not like at least 10 to 20 million for you to achieve that or have that. And then you need connections too. Like if you do not have connections, that means you can't hire them, because you can't even access them, because you can't even have a number, I suppose. And then you have to live in the proximity, so you cannot live in, like, let's say in a country where code is not dominant. You have to go to, but yeah, you can hire them online, which is another thing. Like online kind of like sales or solves a lot of things. You can just share your screen and show your face, just like I do right now. They can just watch the stream, show their face. If they don't even want to show their face, that's all right. Right, yeah, but it's better if both of the party shows the face, and then they can just like teach you, do this, and this is what comes next, and this is what you have to add, and then they can share their screen too, so they show you at the screen, you watch them, they watch theirs, and everyone's watching each other's screens. Kind of a good, right? In fact, that is better than actually one-on-one coming at the home. I think online is far efficient than that, so we should have that too. So you just need some connection and some big university that's a standard, and you just need to get their phone number for them, or maybe their email, and then you can just message them, and then like yeah, you just need to create a Zoom meeting. At the end of the day, it's about contact and money, right? If you have the connections to meet them, which is not really that hard to find, because you can find these kind of people online easily if you really search for it. Right, really search hard for it. It's not impossible, and a lot of time you would find their Gmail, if not contact number. Right, and that is more than enough for you to actually do what you're doing, right? But yeah. Mhm. Mm, mhm. So we were at another concept called dictionary. So dictionaries happen, like how dictionary function is kind of apparent to a lot of people and should be apparent, I suppose. So you have an alien, color, green, points, key value pairs. Color is the key, green is the value. By passing the key, we can access the value, definitely. So we have this. So now we can color. So we actually get the green printed on the screen. That is truly true, right? Dictionary are dynamic. We can add new key value pairs to it, which is kind of good. And I'm honestly nailed it when I said that. Right. And then we have aliens.0. If the key already exists, the value will be updated. So you have like a value updation going on. Existing key, we did that. Original position, alien X position. Like, yeah, move alien to the right, determine how far the alien based on a current speed. So if alien speed is slow, X increments by 1, so the position on the screen that you have anywhere on the screen changes by 1. If it's 2, it goes on 2. Else, this must be a fast alien, increment 3, right? So we have like, we're changing the value of X increment, right? What the hell, where's the X increment? Right, and I think we are going to appendix increment to alien value is alien value X position. So we have this, so alien value X position is alien value X position, which becomes 0. So 0 plus X increment. So, and then we print out the new position, the alien X position. And then we have power none, we have money 10, power 5, dictionary status equals active. Okay, I added that. I don't know why. So the question is, which you can see at your screen, which is like 25 into 5 into 84 into 50 input. Right, that is the question. So what is, this is like what we are asking, input. Answer, if answer int equals questions, answer, which is certain value, then money plus 100, correct? You have and there. So we are simultaneously appending or improving. Now this answer, yeah. Power level basic print, you've reached the basic power level. I think what ultimate and like infinity are the same, but if so if it's greater than that, that means you've reached power level infinity, right? You've reached power level infinity, which is kind of a one not I want. So if I run this code, what is that? Fuck, I don't know. Like, why do you like 25 into 5? That's 125. 125 into like 5. That's 500. 500 and 500. Like 25 5s and 125. So that's 625. So that's 6,250. And if you have like a calculator, so we have 6,000 CE. You have 6,250 multiplied by 84. That's like 5. It's an okay. So if I copy paste that, it's this. Oh yeah, I fucking add commas. Damn. What was the value again? 525,000. 525,000. Yeah, you have been rewarded 100. So what is like 12 12s are 12 so that's 12 plus 36, that's 48. 48 into 2, 96. Yeah, 96. So we should have 96. Yes, incorrect. The correct answer is 84. Okay, I got that wrong. How? 12 12. So that's 12 plus 36, that's 48. 48 into 2. What? 48 into 2, that's 96. How is correct answer 84? 144 def by 12, that's 12, plus 36, that's 48, into 2, that's 96. Oh, at that time I got the calculation wrong. I see now. But I think maybe what? I don't know at this point, man. What mathematics is this thing even playing out? Like what? Does 36 into 2 plus 12? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So it does like 36 into 2. 72 plus 12, which is 84. It does math like that. So it's first solving this, then it's solving this, and then it's adding them. I see Control Z. I see. It's like this doesn't add first to this. Man, I made a basic arithmetic error, right? Yeah, because these two will happen first. Damn, these two happens first, and these two happen second. Yeah, or no, sorry, this can happen first, and then you don't directly add 36 into that and multiply by 2. You multiply 2 by 36. I should have known that. Control Z. Right. So now that's 84, which is kind of a like, yeah. Hey, what was the answer to the first question? 523,500. Fuck, I don't remember at all. What is the answer? I should have written answer somewhere. Damn. Calculator. Calcu. So if you have like a 25 into like CE 25 into phi, CE 25 into phi into 50 into 84, we got about a Control C, hashtag Control V. We have phi, we have phi, we have phi to phi. We have 84. Reach intermediate, reach advanced power level. And I think I never actually went or asked the question till the infinite power level or something. So I think that's yeah, we can say that. Right. So yeah, that's there too, I suppose. Yeah. Now we had another converting a list into a dictionary. Right. So we have user. We take a like input. So it does like user data. Name becomes name to this. Country become country to this. User dot append user data. So what we are not doing, we are not converting a list into dictionary. We are adding, we're nesting. This is nesting. Damn, this is ASAP nesting. Nesting. Damn. So this is kind of like a nesting. So user dot append user data, right? So we are like a print user. So when we print user, we got a dictionary. So that kind of like prints. I'll be just back in a sec. I just want to go to the washroom. Just 1 sec. I think what people underestimate is that they underestimate what they can get done. Sorry, they overestimate what they can get done in a day, but they underestimate what they can done or get done in a decade, right? I mean, like for example, yeah, they always does that. Damn it. Yeah, a lot of progress. Even if you're doing something for just for 1 hour for a year, that's 365 hours, and yeah, it doesn't sound much, but it does a lot. And by the end of the day, it's more than 3,000 hours, so you're already pretty pro at what you're doing, even as a side hobby. So let's say if I'm doing I started doing football as a side hobby at the age of 18. By the time I'm 28, I'm pretty professional at it. Even though I didn't really put much efforts to it, even then I'm pretty professional at it. And let's say I did it seriously, because this is what they do, right? I mean, they start as a badminton. I've seen a lot of kids playing badminton, and what they do is like they just play 1 hour. And I've seen since early childhood they start playing at 12 or 13, and by the time they're 18, they're pretty pro at it, right? And it's not like they put it into some really extra effort, or they try to be the best at it. It's like they were just playing it for fun, and by the time they're 18, and because of good fundamentals, like if they're taught good or well, in a good coaching, like even if they don't try, they're like literally pro at the game. Like they're not a newbie anymore. But it depends on the fundamental. If you're actually got a trash teacher who doesn't even tell you what a difference between a forehand and a backhand is, like you're gonna start playing badly and not gonna improve at all. So these people do improve slightly because of their coaches, but they're not constantly competing or try to become their best, unlike the international players. But if you start early, you just end up being a lot better than others. Like there was this one badminton kids. They were about 11 or 12-year-old, and they were like literally good at badminton because they started playing as early as 6 or 7, and they've been playing it for like 5 years, like 4 or 5 years, and they got really good coaches. So that's another thing. And they must have paid not 1 hour, but a couple of hours, right? But even then, even if they didn't pay that much efforts to it, by the time they would have reached 18 or 19, they would have already been in pro, right? I mean, like real competing at a national level, right? If not international. National level is a cake for them, and international level is like where they can even dominate, right? Not may not be in the top 10, may not be in the top 5, but you get what I mean. This is how it goes. Small consistency over the decades makes you dominate. People always quit. You see people starting certain specific thing. They always and always and always quit. Right? They start sports, they quit. They start games, they quit. They start X and Y and stuff. They start YouTube and they quit. They do not realize how compounding happens. You never become successful or really good at something in the starting month. You become it by the end of the year, and you become catastrophically good by the end of the decade. A lot of great YouTube channels are decades old, literally decades old. Like if you literally go at the famous channel, like let me show you what was it called, Vistarasim? I don't know what they call that, right? The most famous one, right? Like you guys should know it. Like if I were to go there, like very educational channels, right? I mean, because I also have a YouTube channel right now, and I'm also trying to build my first video is coming out, which is not a live stream, honestly, which is a good thing. But if I were to go just to history real quick, and I'm doing research on sleep, right? So there's some sleep scientists like that, and then I read the book like Why We Sleep, because like the first video on my different channel is related to sleep, and I know a lot of people may not be. Yeah, this guy. How it's pronounced? Veritasium. Like what? Like yeah. Uh, Potassium or Veritasium. I don't know how exactly they pronounce, but if you were to look at like the videos, and if you were to go like the oldest, you would find out the YouTube channel is about 15 million old, like 15 years old, not millennial. That would be an evolution. I don't know. Scientific notation explained, right? And he even did a role play, right? You can see he literally tried to make his YouTube channel grow. Like for like 15 years ago he did that, and damn, like he started uploading since 15 years ago, and I bet back in those days these videos wouldn't have even got 1000 or 1K views, right? Like yeah, it's because like 14 each year he made some videos, like yeah, and he iterated, he improved. Like damn, it's like it's not just slightly old, it's just what the hell they're doing. The first meeting of he's doing this shit for 12 years. I mean, for 15 years, man. This guy's Like I'm 18 right now. This guy's doing this like for more than my life, right? And yeah, if you go to his like most popular ones, we would find like 101 million, 80 million. These are the asteroids to worry about. The world's lightest solid, which came out 772 years ago. Damn. Could you look at all that stuff? Entropy, how universe tends to go into global disorder, right? So yeah, so people tends to like, yeah, and why we are even talking about this shit out of nowhere, and that's because I just had a thought when I was like sitting on the on my what do you call that pot, and was like, yeah, peeing, I guess, right? So print user, and then we have user this, and then we have count one, right? So we kind of like appended this into that. So what I'm saying, I'm gonna do this for a decade. Let's see if I succeed or not. That's why I said like 1,000 days of code, because 1,000 days is like about a lot of time, right? Print user, current user, so it's like for count one. Why do we have accounting here? Okay, I need to now really focus back on the stuff I was like still thinking. So we did user.append. We start nesting. So what we did, we take a dictionary and put that into a list, and then we have users. Okay, not user. Like, hey, do you mean we are gonna add user into users now? And no, that's just too much of a hellhole. We can do that? What, we can do that? I want to know how that will look like actually. Users dot append user. So we like once again did that, and if we just like do a simple thing called print users, I want to see what that would look like. Honestly, I really want to see that. Enter your name. My name's Varek. Enter your age. My name's 19. Enter your country. My country's India. Enter your sex. My sex is male. Users.append or users. Dictionary object has no attribute append. Oh yeah, fuck. It's not a list. Attribute error, right? So if I how do you add something in a dictionary? I mean, like, what you do is like you just associate a link. So you're like we just do like a user dot, and here we have like any value. So we have like a list one. So we have like a list. This is how dictionary goes, right? So we have a list, and then we can have like a list, and then we can have like a user, right? So we can have yeah, so we have user. So I think now if I like add printer, yeah, this should kind of work out what to name. Varek. What's her age? 18, honestly. Country, India. Sex, male. Name, Varek. Age 18, country, India, sex, male. This prints because I had a print user, which prints the whatever is inside. But then we have the same thing, and it's now prints a list that contains this shit, right? Which is kind of awesome. Damn. Name is Varek. Age is like let's say 18. Country is once again India. Male is sex. Name Varek. Age 18. Male. Sex male. I got that wrong. Hey, you gotta be shitting me. So are we running an infinite loop while it's true? So it just takes like, yeah, for elements and user. So it just keeps on taking information. Are you shitting me? Like, there has to be a breaking condition, right? Name, age, country, sex. F don't count. Username equals user count. F equals user. Right. So I mean, I do not need this actually. I just control Z. Right. So we had this. We created a user in which we had this age and age. So we kind of like created user.username, and if we each time it was a name, we had account one. So username equals count. Like, so username is count one plus. So we start with a username one, right? So one equals this. Then we have like because since this are two, the two equals this, three equals this, four equals this, and then we have Q to break, right? But I should print this name, print type q to break. I do not even know breaking condition, right? So you should have that. So I can type q now. So you have all elements and user, print user. So now it just prints username, right? And then we can, yeah, so we are kind of like storing this information into a dictionary and just printing it recursively. Or sorry, not recursively, repeatedly. Varric age 18. Sex male. All right. Q. Okay, it doesn't get stored into anything. What happens here? What is this shit? Oh, I added that shit. I thought, what's error happening here, right? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Now we really do need to go for the breakfast. While use this to while true. Name equals input every break favorite color name. Yeah. Print user. So we like alien current speed slow value. It no points, no point value assign. Yeah, so if we try to get it, if we don't get it, we have like this. We have a point. Print point value, which is like no points assigned. Alien color gives us green. Print alien color, right? That gives us like, yeah. Get methods for dictionaries. Oh, get methods work like, yeah, that probably works only for dictionary. I don't know they work for list. I think pop works for list, right? So we have that, and I think I had written it somewhere, like all the methods for these kind of bad boys. It's like we have function. For function we have like for like, you know, standalone we have println abs from like, you know, and we have like these function attached to objects which we call methods, which is like upper, append, and keys. And then we have like an entire string method which is upper, lower, title, capitalize, strip, l strip, r strip, replace, split, join, start, switch, and switch, find, count, is alpha, is digit, right? Is digit is the one that we just used about a couple minutes ago. Is alum or whatever that is, append, and then we have like a list, append, extend, insert, remove, pop, clear, index, count, so reverse, copy. And then we have dictionary, key, value, items, get, update, pop. I think the pop works for both. List, I did just realize that. Pop, item, clear, and copy. Add, insert, add, update. This is like some methods like add, update, remove, discard, pop, union, intersection, difference, is subset, is superset. And then we have operation, and then we have useful function, which is like abs, round, power, minimum, maximum, sum. And then we have discovering methods, which is like okay, this doesn't or isn't really that important. All right, so yeah, so let's come back to topic. And then what else do we have here? Username, true name. And so username, name is q break. Enter your favorite color. Basic things. Now we go to nesting, and nesting is where the things get started. I think we have to go and push all the way to 34, right? Because we're going to be doing a lot of revision. And since the starting to stream, we are only reached 14 because we start investing time on, yeah, because like I told you, I quitted coding for about a month or something. Like, yeah, I had to accept, and like you have to revise all that because like there's 3 months of gap, not 3 months actually, 2 months of gap in between. And after that I did start again, and then there was 1 month of gap or something. So it's like a lot of gaps in between. So this revision kind of like helped me. I think it will take 1 or 2 days more for the revision to just complete. Oh man, that's a lot of work for revision in itself. I shouldn't have quitted that in between. But I think you would like keep on using some stuff if you did not like if you just like if it just comes into the picture. Favorite languages, Gen, Python, yeah. I should come back after getting breakfast. Now I'm really hungry, so yeah, let's just pause the stream for about 10-20 minutes, guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, and I think I did take a big break. I mean, how long was it? Open dashboard. Right. I think we took about somewhere about yeah, we took a break of somewhere about 23 minutes, right? So okay, 24 minutes because it's 23 minutes and 53 seconds. So that's almost about yeah. So we were AFK for about 20 minutes, 24 minutes. Yeah, that's almost. So it's time to get back to work, I suppose. Right. I mean, yeah. And I think like okay. Um hello. I'm back, guys. Love you guys. So I don't know if you guys love me, but I definitely no, I don't love any one of you because let's be honest, like okay, like why would I love like, like a random fat ass man that is watching me? But yeah, of course I like you guys because you watch me and you have a similar mentality. Because if you are watching me, then right now no one's watching, so there's no guys. I guess I'm just acting as if someone is watching. But yeah, that doesn't really it's all right, right? So we were at nesting. Actually, there was something I wanted to talk about that I was thinking while actually eating some rice, and that was um what was I thinking? Oh yeah, that I do need to actually quit sugar, right? And actually improve there too. And then yeah. Okay, man, there's lots of stuff to do. And I was thinking that there's a high chance that I may end up burning out because like what I'm actually sustaining right now is not just something that I used to sustain in the past. Right. So I may end up burning out, and then we have like a 1 or 2 day break or something. That's meant that like in order to prevent myself from burning out, I think I will rest on the Sunday and not stream that day. I did the same thing in the last week. I mean, I need real rest on Sundays, right? Because the thing is, like, I think what I'm already sustaining is like to the point of like it's absolutely at the peak of human biology. Like I'm training for 2 hours a day, 1.5 hours to somewhere about resistance training. After that, half an hour of like running and cardio. All right, so that's 2 hours, and after that, I'm like sleeping about 7 to 8 hours a day. I think I should increase that to 9. That is the problem because my sleep schedule got wrecked because of the past couple of like week because of like I already told you what became in the last stream, so I do not want to explain myself again and again. But that's what I meant, right? Like so I think once the sleep gets better, everything would get easier. So once I generally start hitting 8 hours of sleep, because my body's just still adjusting to the new circadian rhythm, I suppose. So it's still not able to get that or squeeze that good amount of sleep, right? So once it starts squeezing that good amount of sleep, I mean, like when that's when it would become slightly easier to sustain all this stuff because like more sleep, more energy, more healthy and more health and yeah. So that's another thing. And then I'm studying 8 hours a day. It's like 4 hours of coding and 4 hours, like, I do on camera about 2 to 3 hours, and off camera, it's like 1.5 hours or something. So, but I wouldn't say it's exactly 4 hours. Like, that's the target, and I do not reach it. But I think I would be starting reaching that by the end of this month. Right. I mean, because like yeah, it takes neuroplasticity. It takes time for the brain and the body to adapt to the new conditions, right? So I think it's like yes, if I were to like actually add that to my prediction logging, because I do make prediction about my future so that I could actually know where I'm going and what I expected and what actually happened. That kind of like creates good squeeze amount of prediction errors, which are good. Like yeah, 3 months before anyone comes in, 4 hours of deep would lock in. Okay, so here was my prediction: 4 hours of deep studying will lock until July. So currently we're going with June. So by the end of the next month, I think, yeah, right now it's not 4 hour of like studying or something. It would take till July or maybe August to get in views. Like yeah, I think about next month I would start getting in some views. Like yeah, I think I need to add more videos. That's also there. Stream regularly wouldn't be that hard. Chances that I would be able to do it for at least 4 hours, which turn out to be false. It's almost like hell without feedback. Yeah, you're just talking to yourself the entire time. Gym, sleep, diet, coding should stabilize by the end of the month, by June 20. I mean, okay, it's already June 10, and my prediction was gym, sleep, diet, and coding should stabilize by the end of the next month, by June 20. And it is kind of true. My prediction is kind of right. And that happened not at 20 June, that happened like 10. So it's like it's already started to stabilize. I would add YouTube. YouTube hijacks the nervous system way more easily. There's no code left, which is kind of true at the start. YouTube did hijack, right? But that was because it consumes slow energy, but it automatically vanished because the feedback is sparse, right? You can upload video and there's no one actually watching it, so there's no feedback, and then you lose the energy and motivation. that made you do it. Whereas in coding, there's enough feedback. The compiler doesn't care about your fucking emotions or something. Okay, so my maid just came in and she just wanted to clean the room, but not right now. I mean, right now we are just studying kind of like that. So that was for the prediction logging, but now we need to get back to the main stuff, right? So we were at nesting, right? So how we nest. I was thinking of skipping this and just start learning a new concept. Like I was really thinking of skipping revision for some reason. I think revision doesn't have novelty in it. That's why it's not appreciable or rewarding, right? But I think we still have to do it. Favorite languages like Jen, of these people, Jen, Sarah, Edward, Phil, right? Python, Ruby, C, Ruby, Go, Python, Haskell. Who even like Haskell? And is Haskell even a language? I just realized that right now. What the hell? Oh my gosh, Haskell. Or it is a language. And there's some beauty product related to Haskell, purely functional language. Playground. Full course. There's a person who created a full course, but I think it's not popular because the top recommendation that came in wasn't that good. Yeah, it's not that famous, I suppose. It's just there. You can open a new tab when you close your last. There was this. So today we programmed about 57 minutes as of now. Let's do it more, guys. Yeah. For for person and language and favorite language that items print per person are titled of favorite languages. I think so. What we are trying to do here is right, like we are. So you got favorite language, and for person and languages in the favorite languages dot item. So we have like yeah, print person dot title. We include that, and then we kind of like their favorite languages are for language and languages. Like we created this, so it's create that, and then we had this, and then we had a different user, and we had this. Our students first. So I think we need to open like the first, and then we need to create another for loop, which kind of like goes with the thingy, right? So it's like for user info, any user dot items full name equals user dot info dot first, user dot info dot last. First, okay, so that goes first, that goes last, right, guys? If there's anything, yeah. So that's like the crux of it. So this is like the crux of it. So your location user dot location. So you've got first, last, and you go parent, right? So but what if their last name had two thingy, right? What if their last name is like Einstein and their last name is like Pokemon? Like so Albert Einstein Pokemon. So what now the system collapses on its head because I think it should show us an error, which is like, yeah, I'll use a create error location. What was supposed to be a key error, ladies and gentlemen, I do not remember. But there was something called key error. Like, yeah, so I think user info location. I mean, okay. I think it happened here because, okay. Python Haskell, it happens, but okay, location, user info. Oh, there's what? So you have username, and you have user info. Right. So I think user info first. Location. What is username and what is user info? I still don't get the fuck. Does that mean? So if you have ancient, oh, that is username. So if you have username, So we have like a user info dot first, user info dot last, and then we have location. I don't get it. Could we just control that? Control shift that? Ah, we didn't did this. Right. Pokemon Hara Hara करता है दिल Pokemon. Haha. Wait, I don't get it. Ah, when you have this, you need open brackets. I didn't know that. Wait a sec. So we got this. Now this should function very efficiently because we don't have Pokemon anymore, right? Albert Einstein and Pokemon. It's pretty much like, yeah, does that Princeton Paris, right? So, but I still don't get it. Like, how do we have like a user? So first of all, we have a user. So we have a username and the username, the user info. So we have like the full name equals info dot first, user info dot last, and last pretty much prints all that shit that we don't want. Location, user info dot location. So it prints location. All right. So location equals that, and then we print that, and then it goes for like for username. So we have like the first. So it's like Einstein. All right, and then it kind of like loops that for the second two, I suppose, because like once that ends, it like goes through all the usernames and all the user info that the usernames possesses or something like that by automatically or something. I get that, but how do we like have this settled? So it's like for, well, we can, okay, what we can have is like we can just control C and we can like backspace. It's like the first name. We can have like a first, yeah, first underscore name. So we can have like the first name and then we can have like the last. So we can have like a for for surname and and uh and control V, right? So for surname and username the last. So right, so we have a list, and what we are doing is like we are having okay, I just want to check one thing. Is my screen and everything is sharing? Yeah, that's sharing. My voice is all right. My voice is all right. The stream, everything's good. Yeah. So, and okay, wait a sec. Where is that? Yeah, there's my sound. I just want to increase their sound for the better, I feel. Yeah. Increase the sound, actually increase the baseline or something. So we were here. So we got this for username and username the last. Now what we'll do is like we'll actually loop through the entire thingy. So we have like since surname is like surname equals Einstein. So we are like we should ask that. So it's like last underscore name equals F. Right, we can have like an F string and we can go like this. Okay. A string and then we like surname. Surname. Alright. Okay. We loop through this, but we have to add. How do we do that? Einstein plus Pokemon, but this wouldn't apply in all conditions, right? So it's like we get the surname. It's like we can get Einstein and Pokemon, but how do we get that in a one line? By using an F string, we're like surname and surname. So it's like for surname and surname, you have like that, but that doesn't actually add up, right? That's why we can store in a single list. Mm-hmm. like each time we have a last name, can we add a last name to last name itself? So we are like a surname. So we have like a last name, last underscore name equals F equals the surname plus F equals surname. So it's like a, how should I say, if that makes any sense at all? You have this, but you have this, and that doesn't make any sense. How do we do that? I can loop, but I can actually get any value, and I'm like, okay, Einstein plus this, Pokemon minus that. I can do that, but how can I make sure that Einstein and Pokemon are the way they are, and they are not fucking fighting with each other? How can I make that sure, right? And they're being added up, right? I mean, so for example, I can have like an Einstein and Pokemon add up. Damn, this is getting hard. For last, I think we need our best friend ChatGPT here. Yes. Man, can't do anything. Sorry guys, sorry gang. Aha, this one was hard. So if I were to, let's get this back here. If I were to like a snippet, add new, boom. We add that. Could you actually tell me like how can I, like, make sure that like at this line 48 where it shows, did I add the line? No, I didn't, man. I needed to add the line. Yeah, this one's better image for my buddy to understand. You see, like at the line 49, what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to loop through the line 33, like the list on the line 33, and I did that. But I want to like create like the Einstein and the Pokemon, and I want the outcome to be Albert Einstein Pokemon, right, as a name. So I want to loop through it and use Einstein plus Pokemon. But then I realized, okay, it's not working. It's like I wasn't able to do anything with it, because what I really wanted to do is like I wanted to print the full name and the location of the users that are in, like in the user dictionary. So like, yeah, that's why I divided them in username and user info, and I did got the info, and I can use that to actually access like the parts, right, of the list, of the dictionary, sorry. And then I created this for loop which can actually access the parts of the list itself in the dictionary, right, which is associated to a key. Right, but then I like, how do I actually write like Einstein plus Pokemon? Like the outcome that I want is like Albert Einstein Pokemon. Like, yeah, how do I get that outcome? You are extremely close loops through the list, but you never combine the values into a single thing. Cleaner solution. ChatGPT gave another solution, which doesn't require you to loop through. Which is like, all you have to do is like you have to kind of like get this done. So I can actually remove this shit here. It doesn't need to be there. Right. So you like look at this line. So what it does, it joins the list. Okay. With a gap in them. And then you do the standard thingy, which is like this, Control C, which actually replaces this, and everything is solved. Yeah, join ads. Bill it manually. What?
Ah, so you build them manually too, huh? Then join. String into one. This is a conceptual shift. You're trying to loop any. Joined was designed for. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, so we got the join. Which kind of solves the entire fucking problem for us, honestly. Like, too much of an awesome thingy. Like, so we've Alba, Einstein, Pokemon. Okay, why are we getting Alba, Einstein, Pokemon? What's wrong? Oh, so we got, uh-huh. We can have this, right? So it's like, so the first name becomes Alba rather than that shit. You know? So we got Alba. We got, like, yeah, so now if I run it again, we got Alba, Einstein, Pokemon, Marine, Krune. Okay, why is the Krune is getting this, you know? So if you have and does it happen with the last? Okay, it's happening with the last name. We have like a join last, which kind of like breaks this apart. What the hell? Like literally, what the hell? If I do like Control C, no, actually I can't do that. If I just say if list has, there's nothing else if list has. If oh yeah, I can check manually, so I can have like a count 0. All right, and then I can go like if for I can go like for surname in okay, for surname in a user info dot last. So we have that. So surname, so it's like count equals +1, right, guys? So we can have that. Sorry, count plus equals, right? Count plus. If I remember it right. So now we have 1. All right. So if it's 1, nothing pretty much happens, right? So now we go if count equals 2. If count is more than 2. If count is greater and equal to 2, then this shit right here takes over. Right. And then we have full name first at start. Right. Takes over. And then we have full name, first name, last name, location, user info. And if that doesn't happen, then the last name becomes and if that doesn't happen, if this is right, else it's kind of simple. Else, no, that's not what we want. Else, you have like, yeah, Control C, Control V. You have like, not that. You can go with like last, and you can go with like last. Right, I think this should work out pretty efficiently now. Cruisy? Wait, you're kidding me, right? I just literally solved the entire fucking thingy. It still shows Croy. Why? What the hell, Lee? Why is there a gap here? I literally did the counting. Are you shitting me? For just to make sure, I thought maybe join was doing some shit with the. So if the count gets higher than 2, because for surname and surname, like, yeah, so can we start with the 0 count? Control C backspace. The count increased to 2 because there is 2, right? So equals, if count is greater or equals 2, then it does that, and it's functioning properly. Else, it's like last. Right, and if I does like count is like greater to like let's say, if I want to check if this condition is true, let's say I can do 9, right? And as soon as I do that, I think program should break, right? Last name, because you have last name, and then with the last name, we have like both of them combined. last name, so you have a, so when it comes to the last name, you have a list. Ah, now it should function. It's still showing crew A. Why? Curry. Right. It's still showing curry. Why? Haha. Doesn't make any sense, right? Mm-hmm. Let me ask my buddy ChatGPT once again. Okay, I've sent you two photos, and it's like this is the code, but why is it that in output in the terminal, it comes out Marie Curie in capital and with gaps in it? Like I don't get it. Like I send you the code. Like check that out, man. Oh, so when I add for surname, I see. So this one works out, but that is not what I want. And now it's not gonna work out, right? Marie Curie, yep. Parts it was like join that. Yeah, we can add that, and there's another thing that it can make foolproof according to ChatGPT, which is I think a superior way to actually go on about this thing. All right. So now, even if we kind of like Control C backspace, remove this shit, I don't think so. Ah, Marie Curie, it's still okay. Now that's a problem, because I mean what we're doing is like we are actually having like yeah. So we have to go with the for for surname and user underscore and for the last Control C Control V you have a surname, right? So the last you have a last name. I don't know what's happening. Okay, fuck. What am I the fuck? What the fuck I'm doing? Yeah, you saw that. I fixed it again. Right. Yeah, because if you directly try to access that, it just takes the entire list. But Sundim allows us to go inside of the list. Right. So that's the thing that's happening here, guys. Right. How smart are we at this point, man? How smart are we? But like, yeah, there's multiple ways to fix this, but like, Control Control Z, you have like a 3 and a greater bias. So that is like another way you can solve it. So we just literally fix it every 3 different ways we can fucking fix it. Bam. I had a, I don't know what they call that in English. Is there a way for me to because this is nesting, right? Dictionaries in a dictionaries, that's how we are accessing them. And this is like a list in a dictionary. So if I create a for range for someone who like hustled and boycott them, like kick them out of the company or give them a demotion, because how can you like hustle or whatever the fuck that is, then I could actually do that by creating an if condition. So I'm like if or not if conditions, for loop. So like for keys and so for keys and items in like favorite language of items, or keys and values, not items, sorry. So keys and values favorite item, for every key. So for keys and like in the language of items, for value in for value in those keys. So it's like gen, and gen has a value. So for value in keys, not like, so yeah. So for value in keys, because our value in the keys are our values associated to the key, right? How would that function out? Like if we have a like a checker that says like for keys and so for keys and values in a, let's say favorite language, and we can actually increase the size. It's just too short for now. All right, is this my size? Like I can go like this. Like this is so big. This is so big. This is short. This is okay. This is my default, I suppose. So for keys and values in favorite languages that we have here, right? We can have for keys and so for every key we have a value, so it's gonna loop through like every key. So for like keys and values in language dot items. So now we have like a key. So if like a for value is like this entire thing. So I think we have to go inside it. So for values, for value and values, if value equals Haskell, then we are like value equals Haskell, print fuck off. And for that we would have a fuck off, and we have key, right? So it's gonna get every key and value. So I think, okay, for keys in all the value, could you explain me this? I think I need the more structure behind this and what's happening for ChatGPT to tell me. I think this is more than enough. Could you tell me what this simple line does in Python? Like, yeah, could you explain like how does it loop through and how does it function in a really better way? Oh, this looks aesthetic, right? No, that's not what I wanted. I didn't disconnect here, right? Yeah, I'm still active. Or, I mean, I'm not still active. I mean, the thing is still active, so. Gen, Python, C, Ruby. How does it know that? Did I send it the starting picture? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Ah, so it unpacks automatically. So right, so we have like this. So we have like keys for key and value. So we have like a key and value pair, right? So rather than keys and value, it doesn't unpack keys. It unpacks a key. There are lots of keys, so language. So we have like a language. So language. So we can just go with that, and we can then like L, and we can like copy the shit, and we can like paste this shit. So it's like I think it should produce fuck off to Haskell. Sorry Haskell, nothing personal, buddy. Fuck off keys. Oh, I forgot that. We need this bad boy here to actually fix the thing for us. Fuck off, Phil. What? Phil like the Haskell? Oh, I thought it was okay. Fuck off, Phil. How could you like Haskell? Like, bro, literally, how could you like Haskell, Phil? How could you like Haskell? And their favorites are. No one gives a shit about your favorite guys. Please don't do that. No one gives a shit about what you like and don't like in this economy. Um, and people who do gives a shit about it are already dead, bitches. So yeah, it's time to move to inputs. Booleans are clear in color. Okay, I don't know why I did that out of nowhere, but okay, we are pretty going good, right? I mean, okay, I didn't have a coding communication on. What the hell? Okay, let's move this to coding. Yeah, that's a better thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now we have inputs last while. Okay. Nah, Beanie. Well, I was my maid and she just wanted to clean the room, but that's all right. Later, she'll do it later in the afternoon or something. We had walking, man. Walk is more important than room getting cleaned. But room getting cleaned is also important to some degree. But yeah, it doesn't really matter if it doesn't get cleaned for one day or gets cleaned later. Booleans are blue in color. Oh, I think now the sunlight is becoming really thick. So I have to make a change, guys. I have to get the curtains slightly bit. Now I know that this would actually make my face not that clear, But trust me, the sunlight is getting intense on my eyes for real, so I have to go with that no matter what. Because it's already 11, right? So, like, I was streaming early as 8 or 9, so and at that time, like, it doesn't really matter, honestly, like, you know, but now it does matter. It's like my eyes are having a hard time watching the screens, all right? Hmm. I can do that. I mean, I need to have one another monitor, if not two more monitors. I would add sooner or later, I would add another monitor to my setup no matter what. Like, literally. Sounds insane, right? But you're gonna do it no matter what. Somehow you're gonna do it. How though? This needs to be closer, so this would shift here. That would make my setup slightly there because that is. Then I have to manage the distance, right? So this would be here, that would be here. That means it would go around like here and there. It would be kind of messy, right? But that's all right? Yeah. And I need a waycam. Like I need a lot of stuff. My birthday's coming. I'm gonna buy a lot of useful stuff, right? Hmm. Okay, why I'm thinking that right now, I'm gonna put my monitor or a new monitor in the place. We can do that. Think about that later. But trust me, guys, I do need a monitor. I'm not kidding. I mean, a really good one. I mean, because if that happens, I can just put my, like the this thing here, right? I can just put it kind of like here or something, and this camera could go up here. So what it does effectively is like, this is actually a way efficient setup, right? Because then I don't, let me just look at my own face. Okay, this is really too close. So I can just put it slightly back, all right? Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, that would have been catastrophic. It just almost fell. Thank goodness because of the wire, it didn't fall, but that could have been really bad, guys. That could have been really bad. Trust me, it could have been really, really bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we can put it back there successfully. So once I put it back there, it still shows the face, right? With a pretty good accuracy, I suppose. Yeah, and the room too, and everything. But I would actually extend it a slightly bit so that could get here. The monitor would be here, right? So I would now have two monitors, and or maybe I could actually, yeah, I can do that too. I can shift it back and have another monitor. So that would be, I'm thinking about future too, like having four monitors. So actually it's just three, so like one, two, three, and there's like four laptop from which I'm doing actually all the stuff. So yeah, but that's like a long way in the future. But that setup is like kind of would work out pretty efficiently. Yeah. Now I need to set this up again, which is a hassle, I suppose. Right. I shouldn't have actually done that right now. I mean, it isn't really that important. It's going to happen a couple months later. So, like, what matters more right now is the work that we're doing rather than yeah. Everything's kind of all right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think everything's kind of all right already, right? Yeah. Yes. So, if you come back to the topic, okay, we got distracted. Booleans are blue in color. Yeah. So we have responses and we have like a polling rate. You know, it's hard being a YouTuber like me. Mm-hmm. I would still have to plan a lot because the table is kind of short. So maybe I would need to buy a new table entirely, or maybe I need to get this removed and replace the setup entirely, or something like that. Hmm. That means the fundamental design of the setup in itself would change, I suppose. And the table needs to get bigger. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get a bigger table. That would be hard. Right, for real, real. Look, it's already really big. How am I gonna extend that? Then I would have no choice but to put the laptop from here to there, and that's gonna create a sim hassle, but I can just slightly push it backwards. What if I push my laptop right now backwards? I mean, I don't think so anything's much gonna change. Yes, nothing actually changes. Yep. It's just that when laptops like have a small screen, so when they're closer, it's just better to look and see. Right. Or maybe I should just buy two monitors and put laptop aside and stop using laptop at all, or get it down there, right, somewhere. Would be hard to achieve that, but not impossible. Mm-hmm. I'm doing all the possible calculations I can do in a live stream about my new setup, which I'm gonna get next month. But yeah, but I actually think it's way better when it's closer. Trust me, it just is. So like yeah. We'll honestly see later what happens, guys. Like for real. If we have this, I think it should come here or it should come there. So yeah. So active true. So we are like active true. This is like booleans are blue in color, right? So true while active, and then we can have active as false, which is another great advantage that we have here. We can update it. All right, restarting. Yeah, let's just quickly update this shit. Let's just quickly call the shit that we don't care about. It just takes less than a second to actually update, I suppose. Open agents. We have two agents. Then we can have like default approvals, bypass approvals, auto approved, other modeled agent skills. Files, folks, configure automated action. Plugins, okay. Server plugins. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. Damn. Yeah, so this is how agents works, I suppose. Describe the outcome you want, right? Nah, I'd rather run everything by myself and outsmart AI than use AI. That's just kind of bullshit. You cannot outsmart an AI that works on a lot of different algorithms and systems. I mean, I still feel like my camera angle is not perfect for some reason. I think it is perfect, and it doesn't really matter at this point, honestly. But I think I can. It's not about outsmarting the AI, not. It's just more about using it efficiently. Right? You can't just never like AI would at some point would replace a lot of coders. Like the very fact that we are learning coding in itself is like because I do think that it doesn't replace the ability to think. So active is true while active and input. How the fuck are you? Like once I get my basic book, I'll get started into some real building, man, using AI. Oh my gosh. Once I got the first book that I'm actually reading through completed because that book teaches a lot of basics about Python. And once I get that, I'm just gonna start using a lot of different kind of stuff. Using the AIs and shit like that. Print, I see you, but still shut up. I'm busy. So print so active. Okay. So we can pretty much set the loop active like on and on if at certain point. So act like a switch to the loop. Right. So when you press on it, the close, it just closes itself, right? Responses pulling active true while pulling active name equals input. What is your name? Response equals what mountain would you like to climb someday? So we are pulling, we are actually asking them from the information and their responses names. So now we create a dictionary out of no. Oh yeah, first we have to create dictionaries in order to access this thing. Yeah. Yeah, responses. We got a dictionary here. That's how we are storing this here inside this. Right. So we have like a repeat input, or like if no active pulling. Yeah. Actually, I have some insecurities, right? I mean, let me just ask ChatGPT, my friend. Okay, I feel I just don't want to stream anymore. Like, okay, I'm not studying. I'm just talking about random stuff and thinking about random stuff at this point. This is like, yeah, pushing through it kind of is hard. Maybe I should start using AI agents to build the stuff. I mean, I don't know what actually earns money. Like, I just know that I need to know the basic coding, and I will learn that to some degree. But I mean, I can just start building by like in agents, like But I just don't know anymore. Like, should I get the basics? Maybe I should do some research. I did want to do some research on this stuff, but yeah. And for some reason, I feel tired. Let's not push us unnecessarily. Good night for now, guys. Like, not good night. Good day for now.